I want to record and talk to you some about my responses to the murder of George Floyd and some of the other Black Lives Matter activity that's been going on. Um, I was able to participate in a couple of the events, activities, and marches. Um, I'm giving you my response as a this is my response. I'm an older white guy. I don't want to be in the position of telling anybody else how they should react or respond to these situations. Um, there's certainly been a lot of focus on police misconduct um, and that's a lot of it is most of it is well deserved. I mean, yeah, we all know police officers who are good people. A lot of us have relatives who are in law enforcement. But we've seen 21st century lynchings on our screens in the past few weeks. And it's too much. It's unsettling and frankly, as an American, I'm proud to see the hundreds of thousands of people who've come out in the streets to show solidarity over the fact that change is long overdue in America. Um, and I think of the names, Breonna Taylor and Freddie Gray, the people who we know were killed by police officers. Some of them we saw on video, some of them we didn't. But in my mind, in my own way of thinking about this, I wrestle with trying to find a common denominator because Ahmaud Arbery wasn't killed by policemen. Um, Trayvon Martin wasn't killed by policemen. Um, they were killed by vigilantes and people who felt like they should make their own law and take the law into their own hands. And I see this vigilanteism as the poison that infects law enforcement. Um, law enforcement, their job is to serve and protect. Um, their job is not to punish. It's not the job of law enforcement to make decisions about what laws are constitutional and what laws aren't, and what they believe is right. Law enforcement has a pretty narrow focus, and what I think we're seeing is law enforcement officers who have a poison of vigilanteism in them, that they feel like it's their job to punish, to subjugate, to um, put their knee on those that they deem lower class in our society. And so we've seen the criminally negligent disregard for human life and over again. And I, I'm just as upset by a bunch of guys in a pickup going around with a shotgun hunting people down or we have no place in this country for laws that allow citizens to make citizen arrests so that vigilante groups can go out and terrorize black and brown communities. Uh, there are a lot of things we all need to do. There's individual things because we're all guilty of biases and prejudices. Um, some of us like to think we're liberal and progressive and, you know, we love everybody, but um, this is a time to reflect, and it's a time to reflect on the biases that we hold. Um, but there's a systemic part of it too. Um, there are things that we need to expect of our governments, like the outlawing of tear gas for civil demonstrations, the outlawing of rubber bullets for civil demonstrations. My gosh, outlawing of rubber bullets, period, I would think. Um, Police departments, law enforcement agencies need to be willing to accept oversight from the communities that they are pledged to serve and protect. And for law enforcement to think that it's above civilian oversight and that somehow we as civilians can't understand what law enforcement goes to. And I understand that we can't, but I can't understand what black and brown parents feel when their children go off to do the things that my children can do without fear. Um, so I'm privileged, and a lot of you who are listening to me are privileged, but it's our job to both look inside and look at the systemic things that allow these things to continue to happen. Um, Police departments, law enforcement is not above civilian review. They should not be taking the law into their own hands. They should not be punishing people who they think did something heinous like sell cigarettes or cash a counterfeit bill. So as an American citizen, I appreciate that people are pouring out into the streets and saying that this absolutely cannot continue to happen in our country, that this is a moral issue, and that we have it's our place to take the moral ground and decide to rebuild America, um, certainly greater than it's ever been before. So thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. Um, if you would like to continue to get these videos, please like my Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.